Donnarumma to Man City? Barca plotting a seismic swap deal with Milan? Sancho packing his bags, finally? And Manchester United ready to drop a whole €150 million on Rafinha, like it's monopoly money? Yeah, it's chaos out here. The transfer window's open, and football's gone off the rails again. If we hit 500 likes, we're back tomorrow with even more madness. Deal? Alright, let's get stuck in. Let's break down the beautiful insanity that is the transfer market. Rafinha and Manchester United. So picture this. Barcelona, finally breathing again under Flick. The vibes are good, the tiki is ticking, and then, boom, Manchester United slide in like the Kool-Aid man, yelling. How about we torch €150 million on Rafinha? You can literally hear Laporta choking on his quart-a-due. 150 million? That's not a bid, that's a full-blown football earthquake. And Rafinha? This guy's turned into a monster under Flick. We're talking 34 goals, 25 assists, 57 games. That's video game numbers. That's Ballon d'Or nominee numbers. And unlike a few other well-paid benchwarmers we won't name, this man's actually earning his wage. But let's be honest, Barca need cash. They're balancing their books on a tightrope made of spaghetti. FFP breathing down their neck, La Liga yelling about salary limits, and now United show up with a check so big, even the Spotify Camp News foundations are shaking. Do they sell? Do they dare? Flick reportedly loves Rafinha, wants him untouchable. But 150 million is not a fee, that's a lifeline. Meanwhile, over in Manchester, Amram's in charge now, and he's making eyes at Rafinha like it's prom night. He's the guy. He'll save us. He's Premier League proven. Leeds legend. No adaptation needed. Boom, done. Except, he just signed a new deal. He's adored in Barcelona. He's thriving in the Champions League. Would he really trade that for Europa Thursday at the Theatre of Screams? That's the fantasy United are selling. But to afford it, they'd have to offload Sancho, Antony, maybe even Garnacho. And knowing United's selling track record, that sounds like a fire sale in a rainstorm. Sancho's wages, the real nightmare. Speaking of Sancho, this saga's becoming a tragic comedy. Napoli want him. Conte wants him. It all sounds great, until they see the wage bill. £300,000 a week. That's not a salary, that's a crime scene. Sancho's career is in football limbo. And yet, no wage cuts. No loan compromises. He's 25, 1 year left on his deal, and he's treating that bench like it's a VIP suite. Villa looked. Chelsea thought about it. Even Al Hilal raised an eyebrow. But every club takes one look at that salary and walks off like, yeah nah, we're good. Unless he drops the demands, or United swallow the cost, Sancho's going nowhere. He's locked in. And United? They're paying him to tweet cryptic captions and chill. Brutal. Son Heung-min to Saudi? Say it ain't so. Spurs legend, fan favorite, Mr. Humble. But the whispers are getting louder. Saudi clubs, Al Ahly, Al Qadsiya, even Al Nassr, lining up a £34 million bid. Now look, he's turning 33. Contracts ticking down. And last season? Just 7 Premier League goals. His lowest in years. The writing's on the wall. Spurs are reportedly waiting until after their South Korea preseason tour before they cash in. Gotta squeeze every drop of that marketing juice first, right? But let's be real, £34 million for a global icon like Son? That's pocket change for Saudi money. And for Son, it's a soft landing. Big contract. Worshipped like a king. One last mega payday. Tottenham fans? Get the tissues ready. Because it's starting to look like a farewell tour. The Araujo-Leo swap madness. And now to the swap of the century, according to Italian tabloids, anyway. Milan want Araujo. Barca want Leao. And the offer? A straight-up one-for-one swap. No add-ons. No sweeteners. Just vibes. Leao's been on Barca's wishlist longer than Laporta's been president. He's quick, chaotic, and unpredictable. But Araujo? He's the soul of the defense. Captain material. Flick's favorite. Signed a new deal. Tattooed the badge on his heart, almost. But wait, his release clause drops to €65 million in July. Milan could swoop. Allegri's obsessed. And honestly, who says no to a cut-price Araujo? It's tempting. Barca need a winger. Leao ticks the flashy box. And if they sell Araujo, the wage budget breathes again. But make no mistake, this deal would send shockwaves through the dressing room. You don't just trade a leader for a flashy forward and expect no fallout. Donnarumma to City? And then, we've got Manchester City, who never sleep. Rumors swirling, Ederson out. Donnarumma in. Saudi offers have landed for Ederson. He's 31. Contract winding down. Time for that retirement jackpot. So what does City do? panic? Nah. They look around, see PSG in a tiff with Donnarumma, and go, we'll take him. Donnarumma's been fuming over PSG's new deal, lower salary, more performance incentives. And he's like, me? Prove I'm number one? After all this? City, meanwhile, are prepping their summer splash. They've already signed Reinders, Aït-Nouri, Cherki, and even Bettinelli, lol. But Donnarumma? That'd be the crown jewel. And the irony? He left Milan for PSG for money. Now he might leave PSG for even more money. The football circle of greed. Gotta love it. Simons out, United watching. Over in Leipzig, Xavi Simons wants out. He told the club himself, time for the next chapter. 21 goals. 23 assists. But Leipzig finished 7th. No Europe. No future. So they're ready to cash in, minimum £60 million. Guess who's lurking? United, of course. If Sancho or Garnacho bounce, Simons could be that versatile, silky playmaker they've needed since Mata retired. He's Premier League hungry. He wants the big stage. And Leipzig are open for business. No bid yet, but keep your eyes peeled. This one's bubbling. Jack Grealish in no man's land. Finally, Jack Grealish. Poor Jack. From 100 million man to forgotten man. Left out of City's Club World Cup squad. Sitting on the bench in designer gear. And now? Napoli want him, but can't afford him. £300,000 a week. That's the problem. City want him gone. Napoli want him in. But unless someone covers half the wages, this deal's stuck. A loan's most likely. Maybe with an option. Maybe with tears. Tuchel even said it, if he wants to make the World Cup, he's gotta play. So now it's up to Jack. Swallow the ego. Cut the wage. Find a club. Or keep chilling while his England hopes slip away. So there you have it. Rafinha's price tag is sparking a war. Sancho's wages are killing careers. Araujo could be swapped like a Pokemon card. Donnarumma might go full circle of greed. And Jack? He's in football purgatory. The transfer window is wild. And it's only just getting started. Smash that like. Subscribe if you haven't. We're back tomorrow if this one hits 500. You know the drill. Football never sleeps, and neither do we. Let's go.